Okay, so things your trading educator won't tell you. I haven't done one of these videos for a little while. However, I got a comment, a question last week or the week before, which was asking about the sort of huge pickup of things like signal services on Instagram. And this person noticed that when they were joining up with these signal services, what was happening is the results that they were claiming they were getting were completely different from what was actually happening. Now, the reason I decided to do the video is because from an educator's point of view, there's probably a couple of things that you do not know about, which are absolutely enormous conflicts of interest. So, we are going to look at signal services. Now, in terms of signal services, what you are going to find a lot of the time as an educator is that brokers come to you looking for you to join them. Now, with signals, what is most likely going to be the case, if it is one of these sort of offers where you sign up to the signal service through joining a broker, almost always that broker is going to be outside of the UK, so non-FCA regulated. And you're going to find they're regulated in places like Cyprus usually. Now, the reason for that is because what happens is they come to the trading educator and they say, we can offer you a deal whereby you sign people up and you make money from the spread when they take trades. So already you should be starting to see the conflict of interest. If your educator makes money when you take trades. Now, this is illegal in the UK. In fact, a signal service in the UK has to be regulated. And that's why kind of the people who are in the UK who offer signal services, they kind of dance around it and they've got the warnings and they say things like, I don't advise for you to follow these signals. However, if you decided to go against those educators and sue them, I'm pretty certain you would win because you have to be regulated in the UK. However, outside of the UK, that is not the case. So the brokers come to you and they offer you these deals whereby you make money every time the person takes trades. So what does that mean? Think about it in terms of the educator's point of view throughout the month. If I'm having a bad month, I'm not making a lot of money, what benefit is it going to be to me to advise the people who are on my service to take more trades? If I advise them to take more trades, I start to make more money. And if the person is risking higher, if the spread is higher, so the amount of money they're risking per trade is higher, so the spread is higher, I get more money still because it's in comparison to what that trader is risking. So it no longer matters if you make any money. In fact, all that I care about is making you take as many trades as possible, because the more trades you take, the more money I make as a trading educator. And that's why you tend to see these educators having lots of trades throughout the month, and they'll do things like, this is a certain trade, I want you to double, triple, quadruple your risk. Because what happens? If you lose money. The trading educator does not lose money. When there are losses, nothing happens to the trading educator. If you win, they get a portion of your spread and they make money. So all they need to do throughout the month is continue to encourage traders to take trades. And then what happens is, like the person who commented on the video, if they start to catch on that what they are saying they make has no basis in reality, it doesn't matter, because I still continue to claim these huge gains and I attract new customers. And those new customers join on using this service, and then I make lots of money, and then if they leave, I bring on new customers. And it doesn't really matter. And also on top of that, if they manage to get you in when you are either a relatively new trader or they manage to hold you in there for a month or 2 months, what also tends to happen? People get comfortable with the broker they use. So even if you leave this person, if you continue to trade with this broker, they continue to make money off of you. So now, even if you're leaving them, they're building customers everywhere, and they're bringing on new waves of them, and they're going off into the world of trading, and they're continuing to make this trading educator money. It is a massive conflict of interest. And then I also seen, I believe it was in the same comment, he talked about how, is it called, it's the sort of FX site which tracks results and stuff, and he said it still didn't really line up. I have been shown multiple times by multiple different people how easy it is to fake your results on these websites. I can't remember what it's called, something FX. It's very, very easy to make up fake accounts, to make it look a lot better than it actually is, and to just completely hack and alter the results that it is showing. If you are going to go into a signal service, this is why it's so important to initially learn how to trade, because if you're going into a signal service and you don't really understand a lot about trading, you are more likely going to follow blindly on the back of these signals because you have an element of trust. You're expecting to make this money. The guy's on Instagram, he's got pictures of a Ferrari, he's got pictures of a Porsche, he's got pictures of him sitting at a poolside, you know, doing his trades for the day. That's all encouraging you to follow what he is saying. If you don't really understand trading and how to read a market, it doesn't matter what he says, you'll just take the trade because you want that lifestyle, and that's why he's showing that lifestyle. It's another way to sort of pull you in. If you understand how to trade at least a little bit, then you no longer just jump into the trades, because you maybe look at it and you think, I don't really agree with this guy's analysis, it doesn't really make sense, and why is he taking 4 or 5 trades every day? Why is he over trading? It doesn't really make sense unless he's making money every time I take a trade. However, as you start to build your knowledge base as a trader, then you no longer need the signal service. So, main points of this video that I wanted to cover is, if a signal service is outside of the UK and they're using a brokerage sign-up deal for you guys, that's the reason. Almost 100%. And I know I'll get hate for this from some educators and also some people who are on these services who don't want to face that reality, but that's the reason. If it's non-FCA regulated, they make money every time you take a trade. Some of them are, they only make money if you win. But again, it's still a huge conflict of interest because it doesn't matter when you lose. They don't lose money when you lose. They only make money when you make money. So they just fire out trade after trade after trade. And then if you go into a trade and let's say it only makes 0.01% profit, the spread has still gone to the broker and it's still a profit. So they still get a portion of that spread. Very, very sort of dodgy underhand tactics. That's why they can't do it if they are FCA regulated, if they are a UK-based broker, because it's illegal in the UK to offer those kind of deals, and it's also illegal in the UK to offer a pure signal service unless you are regulated. So hopefully that has answered the question, and hopefully it will also save some people who sort of jump onto these signal services, which are mainly, in fact, mainly almost always about making the educator money and very, very little about helping you guys become consistently profitable traders. Okay, so as always guys, I hope that was helpful. I'm James Orr and thank you.